Hello everyone. I welcome you all to ATM Creations. Let's begin with today's challenge now. I thought I'm going to share some parts of my Limca Book of Records experience in multiple videos because the experience is long and I cannot share in one video. When I applied for Limca Book of Records, the size of the mandala that I was creating, not even half the size of this paper, or I should say 1/4, only of this size. So that is the size of the mandala that I was creating. Application, let's say I applied today, the response came in a week's time. And when I saw the response, I was shocked. Shocked because of the conditions that I have to follow to get into Limca Book of Records. Now you may be wondering, what is that shocking condition? The condition is I need to create one single mandala of minimum 500 square feet. I just told you the size of the art I was creating at the time I got the application approved by Limca with a response like this. Now, imagine this 1/4 size, and where is this size and where is their expectation? I cannot say their expectation, that is their rules. They are not expecting anything. Now, without even letting anybody know about what Limca had responded to my application, I responded back to Limca for negotiating the conditions. You know, what did I ask them? Dear Limca team, can you please remove 1 0 from the condition of the size of the art? So the size of the art, they asked minimum should be 500. And what I asked is to remove a 0, which means I wanted it as 50. 50 also was actually too much for me at that moment. With that kind of a mindset, I negotiated literally. Okay, I wrote them back saying, can you please remove a 0 and make it as 50? I'm sure the person who read my email must have laughed. I don't know who it is, but I received a response again from them, which says, Dear applicant, Limca Book of Records is a prestigious book of records in India, and it is not easy to get into these books. They also said there is no such thing called negotiating the rules and regulations. If you want to get into Limca books, you follow the condition. Otherwise, you are not getting into Limca books. It is that simple. And then I browsed through a lot of other Limca books attempt. Nothing was smaller, everything was too big. I only know I have to empower myself to face the challenges. That is all I understood by whatever Limca responded me with. So imagine a person who is not at all a born artist, who is not naturally talented with art, and I call myself as a lockdown artist because I started this artistic journey only since COVID lockdown. I also famously call this lockdown and COVID as a blessing because that is why I'm doing what I'm doing at the moment. Okay, back to the point. So they said no clear negotiation. They were very clear. Do it minimum 500, maximum is unlimited. You can do how much ever big you want, but minimum must be 500. I said, I'm not even doing 5 inches. And you're talking about 500 square feet. Where is 5 inches and where is 500 square feet? Oh my goodness. I wasn't sure because the person who was encouraging me to attempt for the record also said, I'm going to buy all the materials for you. My thought was, I shouldn't be, just because someone is willing to invest or spend for you, you cannot take their help for granted. We should be more responsible in utilizing their help properly. Now I decided to let the other person know what is happening between me and Limca, and I decided to let the other person know only with an intention to give up on this. I was not intending to continue with this because I was not sure. Not sure if I'm going to successfully finish or not. So when I'm not sure, how can I venture into something? So I thought I'll anyway let the other person know honestly what's been happening. And I did message him saying, this is what is happening between me and Limca, and I did negotiate. And he said, what? You negotiated with Limca? I don't know why the other person was my supporter, I would say. My supporter was more confident about my ability than I was. I don't know how, but that's how it was. He said, Radha, now you need to start planning on what are the materials needed, where you are going to attempt, the venue and the materials, and the people support that you require. We are going to make a detailed plan in paper and you're going to share your plan with me. I said, sir, I can definitely do the planning. I need a week to plan. I can plan and share the plan with you too, but I'm really worried about if I'm going to waste your support. What if my attempt is not accepted? Or what if there is some unforeseen challenges when I'm attempting? What if I could not complete? I posed at least some 7 to 10 questions to him, doubting my own belief of even starting with it, and doubting my belief to do it, doubting my belief to successfully finish it, doubting every single thing. That's what I actually did. After reading all the questions of disbelief that I had on myself, his supporters said, Radha, now there is no point. I'm not listening to you. Rather, you are going to listen to me. You know what I responded? So you decided to waste the useful resources? He said, yes. That was again a big spark moment for me. When someone is so adamant in helping me out, I resolved that I'm going to do it and I am going to get into Limca Book of Records come what may. The moment I decided that I'm going to do it, whole lot of excitement. I mean, I don't know if I can put it in words exactly. The whole perspective about myself changed. I felt empowered. I felt excited. I felt happy. I felt joyful. I basically felt positive and only positive. Nothing more than that. Of course, I had two, three other doubts, but whenever I had doubt, I used to just take my mobile, simply WhatsApp my supporter, and he responds. So that became an usual thing. But anyway, I kept moving. I started working on my plans. I was also told, Radha, you are going to make this plan all by yourself. You are not going to take anybody's help in planning because I want you to do it completely on your own and let me know what are the materials required by end of this month. So when we were talking, it was some first second of a particular month, and end of the month, I was supposed to be ready with the complete plan. I should say at this moment, every single thing as I progressed towards making this dream happen was not easy, was very difficult rather, but I kept moving. Now, if you have a question in your mind, what helped me to keep going in spite of challenges is one thing: the supporters' support and my family support and God's support. What more you need? So I decided to keep going. And I also understood that one decision. And at this point of time, when I was about to start planning for the venue and the materials, I had learned two important lessons. I already knew it, but the experience reinforced my learning. And those two things are: number one, you are just one decision away from greatness. Just one decision away from greatness. The moment you firmly decide, yes, this is exactly what I'm going to do, all your negativities will vanish, and everything that is required to make your greatness happen will start falling in place eventually. And I'm going to share my Limca journey completely in the subsequent videos. So please stay tuned for these subsequent videos too. So this is the first learning, that the moment you take a firm decision towards your greatness, everything else will fall in place. And the second thing is, when someone is going through all negative emotions in life, like what I was going through at that time of COVID, all you need is someone who believes in you unconditionally. And that's how I experienced God in human form. In life, I have decided that then if at all I can give that little push to someone to move towards their greatness, I'm going to do it. I was already in a profession of motivational speaker. I'm a life coach. I'm an NLP practitioner. I'm a therapist. So that's what I was already doing. But this Limca attempt taught me a lot of lessons than I ever thought it is going to help me with. So these are the two things that I learned. If at all, one is a firm decision can change your life. And number two, even if you don't believe in yourself, if someone else believes in you, that is still going to push you towards your greatness. Now, after I got into Limca books, when I asked that person, how did you believe in me so much? He said, Radha, I actually did not have any belief, but words cost nothing. So I just told you that I believe in you, but see, you made it happen. And he finally said, sometimes all people need is some words of motivation and a little support, a feel that someone is believing in them. Mandala for this challenge is done. Go ahead, recreate it, share it with me.